Hi friends, welcome to my channel and welcome to another Sims 4 build video. So normally when I build a house, I always start with the exterior and then try to figure out a floor plan. And for today's video, I was thinking, what if I try to build a house, but I do the floor plan first, and then I try to turn it into a cute house with a good looking exterior? That isn't something I've tried very often, so I thought it would be fun to give it a go. So I went on Pinterest, searched for some floor plans, and I found a few really good options, and we're gonna try to build one of them in The Sims. This is one of the floor plans that I found, and I think that this is going to be a really fun one to try and build. It's not too big, but it does have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. It has one, I think, a half bath over here, and then a full bath that seems to be like a Jack and Jill kind of. But then I think what I'm seeing is like a tiny little hallway in between these two bedrooms. And then the main bedroom has this nice ensuite and then also a walk-in wardrobe here. To me, this feels like a very modern home because they have this like entryway, and then off to the left is an open kitchen, dining, living. That's pretty straightforward. I think this up here is supposed to be a sliding glass door onto a patio. And then I'm not sure what this is. I think this is also a patio. I think, oh yeah, these two bedrooms here actually have doors onto a patio, I think it seems. Then there is this driveway. I don't think there's a garage. I think it's just a driveway or like potentially like a carport or something. This floor plan just really spoke to me. I think it's gonna be nice. It's a 1-story home, so it's not too overwhelming. So let's give this one a go. Start by doing the floor plan and then see if we can make it cute from the exterior as well. So I loaded into Nordhaven, the world from the Businesses and Hobbies expansion. I thought this might be a potential good world for this because to me the build feels pretty modern, and I think Nordhaven is just a good place for that. I really like this neighborhood too, so honestly any excuse to build here works for me. And this is a 30 by 20 lot. I think, like, looking at the picture that I have over on my second monitor, I think this lot is going to be big enough. It's a pretty wide house, but it's not super big. So I feel like this potentially should be good. I never built this way, so for some reason I'm a little nervous. What if this doesn't work out at all? I think I'm just gonna start on the left and get a feel for the size proportion for the kitchen and dining. So I'm just gonna start with this rectangle. Short wall height, please. I don't think I could do medium wall height today. Honestly, is this too wide? It might be a little too wide. I'm gonna put in some filler furniture. That's probably not the furniture we'll end up using, but I just need something to kind of get a feel for, like I said, the size proportions and everything. So I'm building upside down now, but upside down as in the picture is, you know, facing the opposite direction. They have a kitchen. This honestly still feels too big. I think I need to make it less wide. The living room space and kitchen are pretty narrow, I feel. Yeah, they have a kitchen that just, oh, it doesn't go wait, hang on. No, it doesn't go along this wall. It goes along this wall. It goes like this. And then I would say 2 or 3. I would say 2. They have a stove over here, so I'm just gonna leave a gap right there. And then the hallway wall kind of goes out like this. Oh, but now this feels too small. Okay, wait, no. Already I'm running into issues. This is the thing, right? When you're trying to recreate real life things or floor plans in The Sims, size proportions are always gonna be a thing. It's very difficult to actually have it match exactly. If only we would be able to build on half walls, because right now you can obviously only put walls on like full tiles, right? But imagine if we could put walls on those dotted lines in between. Oh, that would give us, it feels like such a small thing, but that would give us so much freedom. It would be absolutely crazy. Okay, they have this wide or, yeah, pretty big table in the middle here. They have 8 chairs around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something along those lines. Oh, wait, they also have an island. I totally didn't see that. They have an island. Okay, it's pretty small. So Is it the smartest idea to just do this with filler furniture and then go through and swap everything out later? Probably not, but it's what we're doing. Yeah, that seems accurate to me. I could move it, like scoot it in a little bit more. And then maybe if we make this longer, this is what I was afraid of. If we make this longer, we don't have enough space for that deck that they have out there. I could move it forward a little bit, but we don't have that much breathing room, honestly. So let's move it forward a little bit just because we can. And then they have a 3-seater couch. I'm just gonna grab some very basic base game furniture. They have a 3-seater couch and then a couple of chairs. Let me put those beanbags, you know, just a couple of beanbags. Why not? This needs a little bit more space. There's gonna be windows on this wall right here. And then they have a coffee table and some sort of console over there. Okay, I think we can work with that. Size proportion wise, this feels kind of good. I could move it a little bit. I should really not turn the grid off. I feel like I should turn on the grid. I should just keep it on. I could move this in a little bit more. Yeah, that feels like it makes sense, but we'll see. We might run into problems with the bedrooms and stuff at some point. Now this, it seems like there's no door here. It's just open to the hallway, which we don't have a hallway yet, but we're gonna create that now. I would say maybe a 3-wide hallway. And then there's a wall right here. No, actually, I think it's right here. It feels more square though, so maybe it goes like this. And they have some sort of bench or storage or not sure what it is right here. So I might just do it like this. And then this, oh boy, I can already tell that half tiles would definitely save this build, but that's okay. Okay, then there's a bedroom. The size proportions for the bedrooms are pretty tough, honestly. Let me just do this bathroom immediately as well. It goes like this, I think. Well, it looks like they have, maybe it comes out just as far as the living room, yeah. And then they have what feels like a spot for laundry and then a door like this-ish into the bedroom or bathroom, I mean. Let's put that in the corner. And then this is actually open. There is no door. It's just open. It's so fun and chaotic to build this way. I just never do this. It's kind of like following a maze or something. Bedroom like this feels like the right size to me. That feels right. Okay. There's a bathroom, which I think is just gonna be my standard bathroom size, just like the other one. And then there's this same bedroom on the other side. So let me just copy this over, put a bed like this. And this is closed off, but they have what seems to me a little hallway in the middle here, and then a door into the bathroom right there. But then there are also doors into the actual rooms, of course. Might run into some problems with the master bedroom on this side. So I think I'm gonna have to scoot over the entire lot a little bit, but let's save because I feel like we're on to something here. Let's move the entire lot over 2 tiles. I'm not gonna have space for the driveway. Oh no, do I need to move it to a bigger lot? I think I might have to. But first, let's just finish the main floor plan and then we'll see. I honestly thought a 30 by 20 would be big enough, but it's a really big house, or at least when you're working off of Sims proportions, it's a really big house. There is a hallway here that kind of goes right up until that door into that bedroom. I think I might move these over here because you know me, I hate doors in a corner. I really hate it. It's a big old pet peeve of mine. Okay, the main bedroom comes out, I want to say just as far as the bathroom, but it's like half an extra tile, which we don't have those. So, oh my goodness, the main bedroom is gonna be bigger than the living room. That's crazy. I could make this hallway more narrow, and then I don't know if that's gonna help me much, But why aren't these rooms? Excuse me, game. Why aren't these rooms? That's annoying. Okay, wait. I can fix it. I can fix it. It'll be fine. I'll put this back like so. And this can go like this. Thank you. I can even put a ceiling on it and everything. Wow. Okay, better. It's really dark in there now, but that's okay. That long hallway makes sense. Why is this main bedroom's closet bigger than or as big as the bedrooms? That's crazy. I think I'm gonna make it one tile smaller and just have it line up with the bump out of the bathroom and the living room or kitchen. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let me think. There's a door here, like on this wall, and then there is a wall. It doesn't seem to be completely closed off. They do have what looks to me like 2 built-in closets or something. And then there's a bathroom here. Okay, maybe it's 1 built-in closet because the bathroom kind of goes like this, like so. That's a little bathroom. And then this closes. And then, oh yeah, there could be a closet in here. Hang on, let me actually get those wardrobes so that I don't only talk about what I mean, but I can also show you what I mean. I feel like this could be a thing if we put a wardrobe facing this way and one facing that way. I think ultimately that's what they have. There's a door in here. There's a door in here in the corner, but I hate that. So a little bit away from the corner. And then there's a door here, it looks like. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. And then the bed goes in there. Oh my goodness, these bedrooms and these rooms in general are so much bigger than I would normally make them in The Sims. But that's the fun about creating floor plans, real life floor plans in The Sims, right? That's just what you're gonna get. I think this comes pretty close. Wow, what a long house. It's a very long house, if you will, but I'm not mad about it. Now there is some space for a patio out here, but not really for the one that they have out here. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit, just not for the driveway. I'm gonna say disregard the driveway because we don't have cars. I mean, we have, you know, debug cars, but I'm gonna say disregard the driveway because we don't really have cars in The Sims 4, you know? It's not a thing. Okay, now what's also gonna be difficult is windows and doors. The floor plan is one thing, now we need doors and windows. Let's go to businesses and hobbies because, you know, we're in this world anyway. So, okay, no, that's not the door that I was thinking of. The one I was thinking of, I think is from Growing Together. Yeah, this one. Oh, yes. I feel like this one works for this house. No idea about a color scheme for this, so I'm just gonna put a white door for now, and then we'll see. I have no idea about the type of like windows that they have. But like I said, I think it's going to be a modern house. Now, they do have some sort of a sliding... Actually, I think they do have a sliding door here behind these chairs. Oh, yikes. Well, if I move it forward a little bit more, there is some wiggle room here for the table as well. So I feel like that should be fine. I'm telling myself this. And then I do think that eco lifestyle... Yeah, look at that. That's simply gorgeous. That is great. Oh yeah, that is nice. Okay, love. I will put this house on a foundation. Just a one steppy uppy bitty foundation. You know, I think that works. When it comes to windows, Businesses and Hobbies does have these really nice, fairly neutral modern windows that I think essentially could really work in here. So when I look at this floor plan, as we have been doing, it looks like they have a window right here and then one right here as well. I might as well just do this-ish. I would want them to kind of face each other like this, and I'll put them in white, I think, for now. Yes, they seem to be pretty wide windows. So I think this could potentially be correct. And then there is a window, I would say right here as well. Yeah, I think that's about the right position. They seem to have a longer window out by the kitchen, so we could do this. That actually works really well, I think. And they have a door that goes out to that driveway over here. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm gonna do, okay, here's where the creative freedom comes in. I think I'm gonna do a long window instead. Oh, this needs to go a little lower, and so does this. Yeah, I'm gonna do a tall window instead. Oh boy, how are we gonna roof this thing? I'm a little scared. It looks like they have that same window right here. It would make sense, and there's a tree. I'm excited about that. There's like a little tree here. That's gonna be really cute. This is interesting. These rooms don't have sliding doors. They have just, you know, regular doors. But what if we were to mix and match those? Oh my goodness, they don't line up. Oh, that's so upsetting. Wait, they line up with base game windows though. The color is just not exactly the same. Oh, that's really upsetting to me. How about the eco lifestyle ones? Okay, yeah, that's a slightly better match. I feel like those windows are a bit wider. No, I think this is about the right size. Yeah, and this one has the same situation over here. This is gonna prove annoying because they also have a shower tub combo in here, but they also have a little window there. So, maybe I just turn it into a walk-in shower or something. I think that'll be fine. They also have windows out front here. They seem to have some windows lined up here as well. Something along those lines I think works out just fine. And then they seem to have really small windows here. But to me, that's a little bit upsetting. So I might make them a little taller and bigger than what they seem to be. Okay, that's really gonna suck, that portion, but it's fine when it comes to the exterior, that is. And then the parents' room, or the main bedroom of this house, has an uneven window that's a little wider, or maybe as wide as these, but we could just make it this. I think that's fine that these aren't the same because these have doors attached to them, and this one, weirdly enough, does not. When I'm looking at the drawing, like these rooms very clearly have doors, but this one doesn't have, or doesn't seem to have that anyway. Interesting, very interesting. These rooms, by the way, do have closets each. And in The Sims, again, they're a little bit bulkier than they seem to be in these rooms, but that's okay. We're just gonna go with it anyway. And there seem to be more closets here as well, so I might as well just put another one in here. Maybe close this off. No, I'm not gonna do that. This room also has a window, I would say maybe just right there. Yeah. And okay, this is where it becomes a little complicated because this door needs to move, and then they have what I think is like a sink here, but then this is still closed off. So their sink is right here, but then they seem to have a sliding door into the bathroom or something. Oh, that's very interesting. What if I just use this sliding or glass door again and see if we can do something with that? Oh, okay. Now that is interesting. They have a deck that goes all the way like this. Okay, massive, but I'm here for it. And then they also have a deck that goes like this, but it also kind of goes around the corner, and that's upsetting because we don't have space. I could move the lot over to this side a little bit more. I mean, yeah, then we have space to wrap it around. It doesn't go super far. I would say 2 maybe. Actually, no, 1 tile. And they seem to have a full-on wall here. Is that an... Hang on a minute. Is that a toilet? Oh, wait. It's a toilet. They have an outdoor toilet outhouse bathroom. What? Okay, wait. Sink against this wall, and then there is a really tiny little... It's actually really small. It goes like this. What on earth? I might just close this off all the way, maybe. And then they have a wall that goes like this, and there seems to be like an outdoor kitchen or something there. That is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. They have a little bathroom there. Oh, wow. I'm totally gonna cover this, by the way, and I think that this is also a covered porch because it looks like they have some columns. I want some like modern, thick columns, not these. No. Maybe the eco lifestyle ones? Really depends on what color scheme we're going for, but yeah. I'm gonna just put some extra columns because that's gonna annoy me otherwise. Oh man, I can't center it. Well, if I move this here, no, I can't center it. Well, that's okay. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move this over 1. And then there we go. That's as centered as it's gonna be. And then I'll do this and this. And potentially this. I don't know. Oh my god. That is one beastly house. Okay. They do seem to have some sort of porch kind of moment here. So let me plunk that. I don't know if it's covered, but we can make it covered, I guess. Okay, well, my favorite part. Let's roof this. I think gabled roofs are gonna be good on this house, but I could be so wrong about that. But I'm just gonna give it a go, see how it ends up looking. If we do this like so. Okay, the front isn't even bad. If we make this a little bump out roof situation, then that is not bad. I'm very scared about this. What is happening? I mean, I could go like that all the way to the back. Oh, I mean, if I did that, this would have to line up here, obviously, and then I would have to get rid of that. Unless I can now center a column here, but I doubt it. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I could do this, however. Oh, wait, I could do this. Or maybe lose that one. Yeah, that's okay, that works. Oh boy, okay, and then this can go like so. And this has to just connect, I feel, this way. Yes, but I will have to do my little roof trick with the trims because I don't want the trims to show on the part where it overlaps. So there we go, that's nice. And then this can go like this over here. And I could just connect this. Oh wait, this one's too, oh wait. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. So, okay, I'm so sorry. My brain. This is annoying because it kind of overlaps, but that's fine. No one's gonna really look at that part anyway, I hope. I could be so wrong. Growing Together has that one tree, this one, that I feel like would work really well in this corner. Doesn't this like look exactly like that tree in the picture? It's a little tall. Maybe. What if I size it down? Then it clips. Well, actually, it doesn't even clip that bad. No, we could size it down. That works. It's actually kind of fun. Okay. And then I gotta have some columns, I feel, out front from the looks of it. I actually don't mind the fact that this house is taking up the entire lot that much. I think it's pretty cool, actually. Especially if I were to blend it in to the best of our abilities, because we don't have a floor or terrain paint that actually matches that tile or brick in the world. Maybe this one from For Rent? No, it doesn't come in the right color. Okay. Do I just use concrete then? Or maybe just this base game tile? For now, I will put that and then we can change it. But now at least we have something. I do know that this is supposed to be grass with that tree in the middle, so there's grass there for sure. I don't know how I feel about this stone. Could also go with gravel, but that's not really the vibe either. This one maybe. I do think the base game stone is the best bet. We are gonna remove some parts of it because they do seem to have some greenery out here. They have some hedges here as well. There's something going on here. I mean, of course, we're missing that driveway, so it doesn't line up all the way. But I think that's fine. Could go for these hedges. I think those are nice. Can't really do the same ones over on the other side, though, so Maybe some lavender or something here. And they seem to have more of this exact tree out here. Well, if we size it down twice, it's nice and small, but maybe I like it when it's a little bit taller. Just kind of in the middle here. And then it does seem to have some other trees or like some smaller ones. Do we have some smaller ones? Oh yeah, I think Cottage Living has this really small, oh, that's actually kind of nice. Really small tree with the white flowers in it. Yeah, that's nice. And then I can just do some flowers, plants. They could do with a little hydrangea bush, you know, some other flowers, something along those lines. I think that that looks nice. Maybe I could plonk this same bush or hedge, I should say, over here, but in a slightly bigger version. That's pretty. It adds a little bit of greenery. I really am so tempted to move this window over here, but I don't think I'm gonna do it because that's not what they have in the floor plan picture. So for the exterior of this, it's really up to us because we don't, of course, we don't have any pictures of that. So what color are we making this home? I'm not even mad about it, to be honest. It looks kind of cool. I'm excited about this. Businesses and hobbies. Let's go see what they have, because there's this really cool brick that I just don't really seem to use very often. They also have this brick. Ooh, that really cool red brick could work in here. But there is this white brick that I think is really pretty that I don't use very often. So how about we use that as a base? We'll use that as a base and then maybe add to it with different textures and colors a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but just a little something. Though I will say everything is very connected. So it's difficult to put accents because of that, I feel. Okay, wait a minute. Do I like that that sticks out on the other side, or do I want this to be a little taller? I think I like that better. And then I can copy this, drag in the trims, and then connect it that way still. It's a bit cleaner that way. I think I like that better. This part doesn't even bother me. I thought this was really gonna bother me that it only has 2 windows, but it's not even that bad. I don't think it's that bad anyway. Okay, now I'm unsure about the texture of the house. Do I want to make it this type of brick? Maybe I like that a little better. The contrast with the white doors and windows is a bit more visible that way. I think I like the red brownish brick, to be honest. I think that that works really nicely for this house. Ooh, I think that's kind of cool. Fun. Okay, now for a roof texture. There is one from Businesses and Hobbies that we could use, but I don't know if I like it. How about this? Is that a little too clean? It almost looks like this is like a converted old school building or something that was turned into a house. I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. How about this roof texture from Adventure Awaits? I like that a lot for this house. That is really interesting. Businesses and Hobbies did come with this really beautiful roof trim that I think would work nicely on here. It could be a little too... Okay, no, it's a little bit too bulky maybe. How about the matching one from Adventure Awaits? Yep, very sleek, very subtle, very nice detail, if you will. All right, so I added in some extra details. I did a little bit of extra landscaping, some columns on the corners, you know, just the necessary details to move things along a little bit. And I put in some floors and wallpapers on the inside as well. I'm feeling really inspired by Businesses and Hobbies today, so I'm just keeping it going with those floors and wallpapers and whatnot for the most part. So that's what we're working with. I think this is going to be nice and modern, and I feel like it's going to be really pretty. But first, we of course have this front porch moment, and we need some like plans or something cute out here as well. What about these snowy escape plants? Are those nice? Oh yes, I really like those actually. Maybe I could put those there in a slightly darker color. There is a mailbox in this corner, so we shouldn't really put too much in the way of that. But I can move it a little bit, and then maybe we could put this chair. It's not the nicest chair, but that's okay. Maybe in gray? Yeah, I'm sure that works. And we could do with a welcome mat as well. How about this one? Oh goodness, no, it's gonna be too much gray now, and that just looks sad and not fun. So how about this one? Yeah, it's always a great welcome mat. I do love it. For the interior of this, I think I'm gonna keep it very clean, almost like sort of like a model home in a way, but I do also want it to be a little lived in and stuff. So we'll see how we go. A model home versus a lived in home, I feel like are two very different things, but we will see what I end up going with. It is a very modernized, efficient home where I feel like there's a lot of built-in stuff. So I think these built-in wardrobes would be nice. I will say the colors, I just wish there were wood tones for this one. That's the issue I run into every single time with these. I feel like white or black, I mean, it does work. We could go with beige, but that's not really it. We could do the off-white, honestly. I don't know how I feel about that column, to be honest. I think I don't want those. I think I'm gonna yeet those columns. It looks a little bit cleaner that way. Oh, I forgot to paint the inside of this. There we go. Maybe the full white option matches a little bit better with, say, the front door and stuff. So could do this. When I look at the floor plan, it actually does look like they have some sort of built-in moment there. So I feel like that's, you know, a good match. And then on the other side, on the opposite wall, we could just do this matching cabinet, honestly. It fits in the corner really well. The lighting is so off, but it doesn't need to be too bright in here anyway, so I do think this is fine. Or how about this little couch? Oh, wait, that's so cute. Or what if we put that here? It doesn't fill up the entire area though, so that's a little upsetting. I also don't know if this style matches. Oh, that wood tone is so good. Oh, that wood tone's perfect, but the rest isn't, unfortunately. No, I'm not gonna do that here. I'm gonna put this on this side though, because it just looks really cute here. I have to use it. And then we could do that mirror. Maybe the mirror in brown? Is that weird? Yeah, that's weird now. I feel like that has to be a wood tone. Let me tool this down a little bit. Yeah, I think that works. And then over here, what we could do, because it looks like, again, they have some sort of built-in ledge or whatever over there. So maybe if I size down or use the small variant of these and put them here, I think that could be a good fit. Not sure what color we should go for, but I do think we have to keep it going with the lighter colors. This sort of matches the other furniture in the hallway, so potentially that's a good fit. This definitely needs a plant. Let me just collect a couple of things. A light. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. We could do this. Oh, that doesn't slot on the shelf. Okay, well, if we just move it and elevate it, then I feel like that's good. It's floating ever so slightly, which bothers me, but that should be good. Okay, and then a light in the other corner. Yeah, I think that's nice. For curtains, I do think the blinds or the sheer curtains would be nice here as well. It doesn't really bother me that they clip because you can't really see it anyway, so that's fine. Do we go with the white option? I do think the white option works in this house, but also this warms it up a little bit more. Okay, let's go with this. That is a pretty realistic looking entryway with a bunch of storage. I feel like that's really nice. Refined living room has my favorite rug, which is this one, but we have to make choices because we can't really center it with the door because then it overlaps with that wall and that's just weird. I could make it smaller and just put it in this area, or just put it in this area. Oh, I think I like that better. Yeah, in a light swatch. Do I like that? I don't know. I thought I liked it, but now I'm not sure. If I size it up and I line it up with these cabinets and it's not lined up with a door, is that horrible? No, I don't think it's horrible. I think it's fairly okay. I think we could go with that. And then maybe we could do some wall clutter just like so. That's perfect. I think that really works. People laugh at me sometimes because I like to put curtains over the front door, but the front door is glass too, you know, it's a window. People can look in and we want privacy, you know, we want privacy. So I'm gonna put a little curtain over there. I think that works just fine. That is a nice entryway. Okay, moving on to the kitchen. To be honest, I might stick with these cabinets, but in a different color. How about that gray? It's a fairly warm gray with a warm wood counter, but the wood on the counter doesn't really match the floor. And then that bothers me. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. What about this? Is that too pottery studio? Does it need to be a little bit more spicy in a way? Maybe. Let me see. We have so many other countertops that I could potentially pick from. I could also go with a kitchen from Home Chef Hustle, of course, but I don't know how I feel about the countertops unless, no, that's not really it, I don't think. This could be good. That terrazzo countertop gets me every time. I think it's so beautiful. What I wouldn't give for a terrazzo countertop kitchen in real life. Oh my goodness. What I wouldn't give for a kitchen, period. What we have in our house, I'm sorry, but you cannot call it a kitchen. We don't even have, this is a little bit of story time. We don't even have space for a fridge in our kitchen. It just simply doesn't fit. So we have a fridge in the laundry room. It's fine. One day. No, I don't think I like that either. I think I'm gonna go with these base game counters recolors. It's not my favorite thing in the whole wide world, but it's not horrible either. So I feel like it kind of goes nicely with the flooring. No, we could do this. Okay, let me take a look at that floor plan. They have a stove in this area. I feel like I did a pretty good job when it comes to that. They have a stove here. Are we gonna go with beige appliances? No. White? Maybe black. Honestly, I think the black appliances are good. I can't tell where their fridge is. I don't know. So I might put it in this corner over here and then move these slightly forward. We could just do a fridge here. I'll size it up slightly so it fits a little bit more snugly. Their sink also isn't drawn into the floor plan. So, but I'll put a sink because we have like this. Oh, this is perfect. I can center the sink with a window. I'm so excited about that. You have no idea. Look at that. That's beautiful. Well, that sink doesn't match, but in theory, it's beautiful. Black sink? Question mark? It matches the rest of the appliances, but I think a silver color sink is nicer. Okay, yes. And then we need some cabinets. I could just do an entire, like, full wall of cabinets this way. It makes it really dark in here. I think I need some extra light. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness. Why doesn't that? Oh boy, that's the worst. Why don't these colors match? Oh, that's giving me a massive headache. That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So bad. I can't. I'm sorry. I think I'll just do this. And then this window is almost perfect. I think I'm gonna lower it down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It's almost to a point where I'm like, do these even match? But yes, they are the same swatch. It's just a horrible lighting issue. I tend to get very dramatic about these things. It's okay. We gotta have a range hood, of course. So I'll just put this. Normally I blend them in with the cabinets, but we don't have cabinets going around the corner. I could put cabinets that go around the corner, but these cabinets make me angry, so I don't really want to do that. This one matches, so I could do this, but make it a little smaller. That's nice. I think potentially that works. Not sure how you're gonna open up that cabinet in the corner, but that's not my problem, okay? That's whatever. Okay, let me put some appliances. We definitely need a blender in this house. I feel that's very important to these people. Oh, and I can't let them live without a dishwasher. So let me put that in as well. Maybe just right there. Yeah, that's fine. In black to match the other appliances? Or do we blend it in a little more? That's the question. No, these people are proud of their dishwasher. They're not afraid to let it stand out a little bit. I don't think. And I'll give them a coffee maker that's also black. Ooh, nice. They do deserve to have some island seating as well. So, ooh. Maybe these, like this mid-century moment could work in here. Oh, I'm not mad. Either this one or the swapped around version of that. No, I liked the black frame. That's actually kind of fun. Okay, yes. And then we simply have to have some kitchen clutter in here. It's mandatory. I don't make the rules, you know, that's just what it is. Put some groceries in the corner, maybe like this. Some cereal by the coffee because breakfast nook, you know, maybe this by the coffee nook as well. That looks so cute. I love it. Okay, maybe this by the dishwasher. I think that's fair. Some of this stuff, I don't know what it is, but it looks fun. So we can use this. A little soap thingamabob, I think is glorious to have. Why did that just yeet my blender? That's so rude. Excuse me. I would like to have my blender back. I'll put it back in a second. It's fine. Some storage bins. Okay, yes. Blender is back. And then I'll leave this free of clutter so we can actually do some cooking. Oh, it also yeeted some clutter. Rude. It yeeted my utensils. There we go. Much better. I like the lighting in this kitchen. It's really nice. And then I'll put a bin. I'm gonna go with the money-making trash can because even though the wood swatches on this aren't great either. No, I don't like it. Never mind. I was gonna use it because it has wood swatches, but I think we just need a black. Yeah, a black in here works just fine. And then for this window, either blinds could work nicely or we just go with these curtains, but not sure how that's gonna look in here. No, I think that's nice. I'll put some curtains here over these windows as well. My hedge is peeking through a little bit. I think that's better. Okay. I think I'll even put them over this glass door and then I'll put some here. I think. Is that too many curtains? It might be too many curtains, but honestly, we'll see how things end up looking when we decorate the living room and stuff. For now, I think it's pretty nice. Honestly, yes, I think that's really nice. Quickly putting in a fire alarm because these people can't be trusted. And then I do think temperature controls would be perfect on that wall right there. That's actually the perfect spot. This is the most amazing, perfect wall for these bookcases. I will always use these bookcases because they're just so pretty. I love them so much. The question is, do I use them in their original color? I think so, because it blends with the floor pretty well. And then there's this really cute lamp that just sits in that bookshelf so perfectly. Absolutely yes. And then maybe this plant could go here. It's a pretty big one, but I think that could work. And that blends in with the bar stools. Oh my goodness. We need a ceiling lamp in this kitchen. It's been decided. Oh, right. We have these. Oh, these are so cool. I forgot about these. How can I forget about these? Look at that. Oh, is that a little bit too low hanging? Wait, I want this by the dining table. We'll center that when we get to it. But maybe in the kitchen here, I could do this one. It comes in such fun colors. I forgot about this lamp. That's so sad. I think I'll have to do it in black to match everything. Yes. And then this lamp, also in black. Let's see how that looks with whatever table we end up choosing. It needs to be a longer one. So unfortunately not this one. Could I use this in the living room? I'm not sure yet. Maybe. Why is my hedge still peeking through? Excuse me. Illegal. Thank you. That's better. I need a long table. Oh, how about this one from Adventure Awaits? Is that too rustic? maybe? Yeah, that's a little bit too rustic. Okay. A glass table also wouldn't be horrible in here. It's just that the black frame, I don't know. And then the white is, oh, the white. I can't tell if it works or if it's bad. There's also this one, but again, the wood color doesn't really match. I like the idea of a glass table because it just makes it feel a little bit more airy in a way. For now, let's just try this. I would love to see how it looks with these chairs and a swatch that match the bar stools. Okay, we have to go with the black if we do this. I will say that actually works with that light. Oh, I love it. That's amazing. Okay, I need to have a plant on the table of sorts. The classic combination of these blooming rooms plants. It just never disappoints. It never disappoints. Amazing. Maybe some magazines on the table? Sure, why not? We can have some magazines, a little bit of reading material, if you will. Glorious. And then against this wall, I think we need some art. I will never not be trying this base game painting because it's just so good. And I think this swatch with the squiggly lines, I think that's really nice. Maybe I could pair it with that really cool wall light from Businesses and Hobbies. This one. Oh, I love this lamp. It's so good. And the light that it gives is just really nice. Maybe size it down a little bit for this particular area. Yeah, I think that's nicer. Beautiful. I normally would put a rug under the dining table, but I don't think it needs it. Especially if we're gonna put a rug in the living room, which I'm fairly certain that we will. I don't think we need it. I'm so upset that Businesses and Hobbies doesn't come with a 3-seater sofa, because any of these 3 love seats in a 3-seater version would have been so good. It would have been so nice, but alas. In the floor plan, they have 2 chairs here instead of a love seat, but it kind of depends. Maybe I'll swap it out for a love seat, but we'll see. First, we need a sofa. I could use this, but I recently used this in another build that we did, so is that boring? Could also use this, depending on the colors. I'm not convinced. I'm eating this for now, but I'm not convinced about that couch. This one could also be cute. Oh, especially in a black swatch. Wait, that is cute. Oh, I think I like it. Okay. Businesses and Hobbies chairs, maybe? I do like the chair option a little bit better than the love seat option, because again, a little bit more breathing room, if you will. Don't know about these color options. I do know this couch has a matching chair that comes with it, so I could use that. This guy. It's cute, you know, it works. In the floor plan, it looks like they have a really long sort of console table that goes all the way across that wall. I'm not gonna do that. I think that's a little bit much for this house. And also the door opens on this side, so you want there to be enough space to walk. So maybe what I'll do even is move one of these chairs to the other side of the room so that it evens out a little bit more and there's some more routing options. I think that works. And then we could do a matching table here. Does that need to be darker wood to really match with the floors? Yes, I think so. But these, you can't fool me. These aren't the same color. They're supposed to be the same swatch, I think, but they're not. Yeah, they're supposed to be the same color, but again, you're lying to me. It's not the same color. What about this table? No, that's not really the same color either. Okay, I'll just go with what is supposed to be the same wood swatch. Just squint, don't look at it too closely, and you'll be fine. I fear we have to go with this rug because this rug comes in really good color options and it just brings in so much color into the space. Oh, it's so lovely, but at the same time, I don't know if it goes with my black couches. I simply don't know, unless I do like this sage green option. I weirdly like that, or the brown, or we go ahead and use this rug. Oh, that is nice. Wait, what if I size this up just a little bit? This is a lighter color, but it's still very neutral. Or this one. Oh, yes. It brightens up the space. It's lovely. Okay, yep. We could do a little round table here in between the couch and the chair in that same dark wood swatch. It doesn't match the coffee table. The coffee table is the odd one out here, okay? Because that table matches the console table. The coffee table is just weird. Ooh, cool lamp. Yeah, that's glorious. I do like that a lot. We have this corner in the back where I feel like we could do a hanging plant really nicely. Look how perfect that is. In the picture, they have a console table or like an end table behind the couch. We don't really have space for that. The spacing or size proportions are just a little different. So I'm not gonna do that. I'll put a little flower on the table. That's cute. No, I don't like the white. Let's do the pink. Maybe a different variant of those magazines. Some design magazines, if you will. I feel like these people would have a nice, like, either a frame TV. I really like this TV from City Living. It has no business being this massive, but I just kind of feel like these people would have that. You know what I mean? What I don't like is that it's bigger than the console table. I don't like that. No, okay. We'll put a frame. I think that works just fine. A little higher. There we go. A hanging plant on the wall. Ooh, mug. Yes. Little coffee cup. All right. I think this living room looks really cute. I think that's finished. Ooh, I really like this main area. I can't lie. Okay. Then let's do this bathroom over here and also this like laundry space. We definitely need some laundry machines in here. I just feel like that's very fitting. So I'll put that in here. And this, I think, is the only bathroom where we can really put a shower tub combo. So I might just go ahead and do that. We could do this really beautiful shower tub combo from Growing Together. I just love that one. It's so pretty. A sink on this side. Let's just make it a matchy bathroom in that sense. And then we could do, maybe we should do the toilet on this side for routing. I think that'll be better. So we could do this, some toilet paper. Can I put towels in here? It's a little cramped, but I think we could do them like this. Yeah, that works in a nice off-white color. Everything is very white and neutral, but that works for this house, I feel. We could do a mirror, bring in a little bit of that lighter wood tone maybe. Some soap in here. That's good. Yeah, I like it. It's simple, but it gets the job done. And then we could do a little rug in here for stepping in and out of the shower. You know, that's nice. For the feetsies, amazing. I need to not forget about laundry baskets in the bedrooms. That's very important. Ooh, I could do some curtains like this. Do I like that? I think maybe I like that. I don't know. No. What if I did this? It closes off the middle window a little bit, but I don't mind it. I think it looks pretty. Yeah, we could do this. It actually really does feel like quite a realistic home, which makes sense because we're going off of a realistic, real life floor plan, but still. Maybe a small bench. We don't really have that much space in this hallway because it is a pretty narrow kind of hallway, but we do have these like pretty thin dressers. Maybe I could do one of these in here. Is that strange? Does that feel a little bit off? Maybe it looks better when we put it here, but that's where we have the bench. So, let me think about that. Oh, wait, what about this one? This one's approximately the same width, you know, as in it doesn't take up that much space, just like the other one. Yeah, that makes sense. A little bit of storage by the laundry. I think that's fair. Okay, perfect. For these bedrooms, I just have this vision where I want them to be very like model bedroom-like. And we can do the beds from Businesses and Hobbies since we're going with these color schemes, you know? So maybe I could just use this bed and put it here, but like in pink. Oh, that's really fun. Oh, I love. And then maybe I could do this same bed in, does it come in green? Oh yeah, it comes in this green. I don't know if that's the one we want to go for. Or maybe the beige. Oh, the beige is really nice. The beige and green. Yeah, that's what we can do in here. Oh, I think these nightstands from the industrial loft kit will go really nicely in here. Yeah, that's beautiful. I can do the same thing on this side. Amazing. They can each have a nightlight, of course. They already do have walk-in wardrobes, but I do think it's nice to have a bit of storage in here anyway. So I'll just do a wardrobe in here, potentially the same thing on this side. Does this need to be a lighter wood tone maybe? Yeah, so that it matches the nightstand. It matches the floor a little bit less, but that's okay. It still looks good. And how about some sort of desk in here? I don't know if I like that very much. I don't know if that's pretty or not. Didn't Businesses and Hobbies come with a small desk? Yeah, but that's so small though. I don't like how that looks. This one's pretty nice. From Dream Home Decorator. Yeah, I think that looks good. We could do the same thing here. I know it doesn't make sense that these rooms are exactly the same, but that's kind of the vibe I was going with, but I just got carried away with the kitchen. I got carried away with the kitchen, but my idea for this was to do a very simple, well, not necessarily super simple, but just decorate it in a way where you can very easily adjust it to what you need for your household if you were to use this, to kind of make it look like a model home in that sense. It's kind of fun because I never decorate in that way. Some curtains for each of these rooms. I'm gonna go back to that Businesses and Hobbies rug and see if we can make it work in here. It's a little bit too big. Oof, the white is just not, well, if we make it smaller, it could be a nice way to brighten up the space a little bit, or I go with the darker option. For this room specifically, it kind of works because it matches the blanket on the bedding. For this one, we could go for this. Oh, I love those colors in here. That is so nice. These rooms also need some kind of mirror, so I could use these maybe in here. For this room, however, I feel it needs to be blue or silver. This one can stay gold, or we could do pink. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. They do have this shared hallway that I'm not sure what to do with, unless this is where that base game little wardrobe thingy comes in. If we move these doors, can't really move them. No, can't really move them. However, I will say if I merge that with a wall a little bit, I think that's fine. That gives them a bit of an extra storage option, which is wonderful, honestly. Okay, let's save this. Okay, so I gave them a nice sleek bathroom moment in here. I really like that with the walk-in shower. That's honestly beautiful. And I also put some hampers in their bedrooms because we do have laundry in here. Then the main bedroom, I quickly went ahead and did this bathroom too. So they have the double sink in here and then a door into the bathroom, I guess. That's kind of how it looks in the floor plan. So that's what we're going with. I did put a shower tub combo because it fits. You know, it's nice for them to have a tub in here, it feels. So that's what I went ahead and did. It feels weird to me that all these rooms have access to the porch with the exception of the main bedroom. So what I think I might do is put a sliding door in here instead of these windows. Yeah, I just think that makes sense. We could just go ahead and put some curtains here. And I feel like that looks fine from the exterior too. It actually makes more sense this way. Okay, let's grab some nightstands. I think I'm gonna go with the same ones that we used in the other bedrooms. They're just really nice. And if we just move the bed over here a little bit, yeah, that works out. Maybe these lamps in white. The green wallpaper is such a moment. I just love the color green. I'll use any excuse. I want them to have a TV in here. So maybe I could pop this dresser in. Does that wood tone kind of match? In a way it does. Though I also know that, of course, The industrial loft kit itself comes with some really cute tables. No, it's too small. Never mind. We could do another frame TV. Ooh, maybe that is a good color. Ooh, that's a beautiful print. Okay, yes, I'll go with that. We need to have some kind of a plant in the corner because it's looking a little sad. No, it needs to be taller. Maybe this one from the sleek bathroom kit. Yeah, that's such a good little plant. It's so beautiful. Maybe in black. That works. I'm gonna try this rug again. Let's see if we have a color that works. The neutral works. The sage green, no, it doesn't go with the green wallpaper. Ooh, the black is a moment in here. Okay, yes. Using that black in here. Again, trying to keep this bedroom very simple, but it is difficult for me, I will say. I will say. Maybe I can put a chair in the... No, it's not really gonna fit, is it? Oh, wait, maybe a hanging plant, because I've only used one in this build so far. And that is simply not enough. A hanging plant next to the door into the bathroom. I could move this door out of the corner ever so slightly. I don't know, I just like that better. This room is massive. It must be nice. Maybe I could put this bench. I never get to use the bigger version of this bench. I just never end up having the space for it. But in here, yes. In this color variant, yes, I think I like that one. Then, of course, we have the walk-in wardrobe situation, which honestly kind of speaks for itself. We do need some mirrors, so let me just put those in. I could do 2 of these big ones, maybe? Sure. And then I'm wondering if there is some kind of dresser that I could put under the window here. Nothing is obviously gonna be wide enough, but wait, what if I merge 2 of these base game ones together? How annoying and glitchy is that? It's definitely annoying and glitchy, but listen, there's a little trick. If I size one of them down ever so slightly, 0.999, that visual glitch kind of goes away. It still overlaps, you can tell that it does, but I like the built-in situation here. So we're gonna go with it anyway. And then we could do some clipping curtains and pretend that they're shorter. Yeah, that works. And then there's some clutter from the sleek bathroom kit that we could potentially use in here. I think that would be nice. Just a couple of these things and some towels to suggest, you know, this is the walk-in wardrobe or something, I guess. Maybe I could even use this rug again, but sized up a little bit more precisely. 1.4? Yeah, I could put it here in front of this wardrobe door in a warmer white beige color. And what if I moved one of these mirrors over here? No, I don't like that. I'll just leave it like this. We do need some hampers. So, oh, let me put 2 of them here. That actually is the perfect spot. You can't really see them either. And I'll do them in black so it blends in a little bit better. Now that is nice storage space. I'm very jealous, I will say. Okay, then we have the back porches. Now, from the looks of it, this was very strange, but they have like a bathroom. Actually, let me not copy over the inside bathrooms. I'm just gonna do this in here. I can't lie, like, it's kind of convenient to have a bathroom out here. Like, what? When you're spending a lot of time outside in the summertime, or when you're hosting patio dinner parties, you know, it's actually really nice that you don't have to walk all the way through the house to the bathroom, because it's kind of far away. Especially in The Sims, it can get tricky, you know, when your Sims have to go, they really have to go. Okay, let's do a nice outdoorsy kitchen setup here, maybe. I have high hopes that this base game one maybe potentially sort of has a matching swatch. Okay, never mind. It doesn't. It really just doesn't. Okay. What about this one? No. Okay, we're just gonna have to go with a mismatch. That's okay. That's okay. This is honestly not bad. I mean, it's the closest we're gonna get. That's cool. Okay, perfect. Little outdoor kitchen. And then what makes sense is to have some outdoor, like an outdoor dinner space here as well. I just don't know. Oof. This patio is small. I could place it like this. It's not ideal, but that way at least there's routing space. Otherwise, if I do this, there's not enough space for chairs on the other side anyway. So what if I just merge it like this? Is that really strange? I mean, a little bit. I don't even mind it that much. I think it's fine, honestly. That kind of works. We do want to have an outdoor bin. It would be useful to place it here. I just think that that's really good for gameplay. It's not pretty, but you know, what are you gonna do? If it works, it works. I'll also put a little plant on the table here. Yeah, that looks cute. Ooh, nice outdoor dining spot with a bathroom. I would have never come up with that if it was just me planning this house, but that's really cool. I can't lie. And then out here, we could do this patio furniture. I never use this patio furniture. Well, I used to use it all the time, but I haven't used it in quite some time. So we could put that here. I think that's really nice. Also, it couldn't hurt maybe to put some activities. So there is some seating, but then also chess would just look weird. So I don't really think I want to put chess, even though it's a very useful skill, but maybe we could do an easel out here just so that there is a little bit of skill building. And we could do some planters. So you could do a little bit of gardening, you know, under a roof even, which is nice if you have seasons. That way your plants are protected from the elements, if you will, and the seasons. So that could work. There's some seating here. Maybe a little two-seater table could be nice. Or like, this is not an actual dining table, but what if we just put some, like a couple little chairs like this? And it's a little spot to just sit and hang out. Ugh, those chairs don't match the vibe. That's so upsetting. That is so sad. What if I just grab a couple more of these, but in the black swatch? Yes. I've been doing a lot of moody, darker color schemes lately, also with the container homes that I did last week. Now this one, I don't know. Well, I mean, the inside of this house feels fairly warm, but there is a lot of black in here as well, and like dark woods. But that being said, I do think that this house is finished. Okay, let me save. And then let's look at that floor plan one more time, because I think that I did a fairly good job here. I think it's pretty dang close to the picture of the floor plan that we're looking at. Of course, it's missing the driveway with the cars, but for the most part, this is way more accurate than I thought I was going to be able to get it. So, I don't know, friends, I'm pretty proud of this one, and it's a good 3-bedroom house. Full disclosure, if you did want to use this in your Sims game, I do feel like this main, like, master bedroom suite has no business being this gigantic. So you could easily turn this into 1 bedroom and then maybe another one and then like a Jack and Jill bathroom or something in the middle. I feel like that is definitely something you could do, but I love the realism of this. I feel like plenty of homes, like nicer, newer, bigger homes, have situations like this where they just have a really nice bathroom and then like a walk-in wardrobe kind of area, and then 2 smaller bedrooms, each with built-in wardrobes as well, and then a little hallway with a bathroom. I don't know, it's really nice. I think this would make a great house for some family gameplay. Don't mind my glitched window, it's fine. I think I'm gonna put this on the gallery. I'm just trying to find a nice lighting situation. Maybe this one? Let me see what the thumbnail looks like. No, it's not it. Let's just do the afternoon. I have no idea what to call this house. Modern 1-story home, I guess. It has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. A modern bungalow in Nordhaven with basic furnishings. I guess my brain is not working for gallery descriptions today. but I will share to the gallery so that you can use it if you want to. But that's gonna do it for today. You're gonna have to let me know in the comments down below how you think I did, and if there's any other specific floor plans or other specific builds that you would like to see me do. I'm always open to suggestions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notifications. You can find me over on Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. My username is Simmary Sims. A special thank you to my channel members, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!